Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage campaign, episode the 149th with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had captured Larissa and disbanded a few Julii, and that was actually all we achieved. But hey, we captured Larissa, and we're now laying siege to Athens. I'm going to move in and deal with Captain Gaius. If we eliminate his army, control of these lands will be so much closer. We do have Placus Dio to worry about though, who is on the move, but we will be sending a force from Larissa to intercept him. Well, Captain Cornelius wanders off somewhere else. It is getting a little bit chaotic over here. I think we are starting to spread ourselves a little thin, so I am calling for Messana to ship over additional reinforcements. So we are, I think we're actually pretty much good to go actually here now. So, Sire! Jubagiska, who is our new family member, who is actually going to lead because Atzfer is actually now a governor now because he's too lazy to do battles. So Juba is going to take this army that we've been building and he is going to lob it onto Admiral Theododecales. There we go, who is carrying 2 Quinqueremes. And we're also going to fetch... Did I have an extra unit Poeni around? Yes, I did. But you know what? They're going to take too long to arrive. So, just in the aspects of getting going, because it does take a couple of turns to make this voyage. And also I've got these 2 idiots camping around me. So, I'm going to make our way out of this area. Deal with Publius. There we go. Clear victory. Excellent. And deal with the Egyptians as well, who have decided to just... Well, they've only turned up for the sake of turning up, really. But yeah, I'm going to go 1 unit less. And we're just going to make our way over because I don't think these Poenis are going to board within the turn, and I want to get going. So I know it sounds a little impatient of me, but I honestly think the time is of the essence right now. So we're going to send for troops. Most likely I'm not going to land at Apollonia because Apollonia is going to be tough. We're probably going to land at Thermon and make our way from there. So we'll land a little bit north of Thermon and then we'll see where we can go from there. It's just going to be 2 turns for this little voyage. Right, other things to do. We are going to work for additional troops from here now because what I am also going to do is we are going to send for an additional army to try and make a move on Croton. So actually don't bother working on Quinquereme, just work on troops for now. Oh, bless me. Because I do want to try and get Croton off the Brutii because the Brutii are building themselves up and I don't want them to start becoming a threat to me again because, well, that's just a real big bite in the bum, isn't it? Right. So, by Larissa, we're retraining. I'm going to move out next turn. I'm going to either take for Thessalonica or hunt down Placus Dio, depending on where he's headed. Where Placus Dio could head is mainly, he's probably going to either go for Larissa or Athens. Probably most likely Larissa, because I don't hold Athens yet. In terms of Athens, we actually are just going to hold the city to ransom for now. It's got 9 turns till it surrenders, so I'm not really... I mean, if you look at the army I've sent, I'm not really committed to a siege. I've sent just enough to keep the enemy trapped in the city, but what I'm really more interested in right now is dealing with this. So, if you lot get right up behind the good captain and be ready to deal with him because, well, he has a pretty nasty war host with him. He's brought loads of artillery. He's brought 2 units of Praetorian cavalry, 2 hideous urban cohorts, and then quite a lot of dogs, but I think we could overpower this guy. Mainly if we bring in our biggest and best guns here. So we're going to bring in our artillery of our own, and we're also going to bring in Libyan spears. Basically, if it counts as cavalry, it's coming to this battle. Except I want to make sure I'm controlling both armies in this battle. Which actually I can. I can bring, you know what, I can bring additional troops here. It's just about the game will just probably decide what I get to bring. But yeah, I was just thinking, actually I want to make sure I can have enough troops to fight this one out. But yeah, anything that counts as cavalry is coming here. We are going to control both battles, but Captain Bodmilcat will assume primacy on this mission. But either way, make sure Captain Gaius has no escape, nowhere to run. Bringing this guy down is going to really bring this area much closer to being under my full, undisputed control. So let's work towards that goal now and try and get a little bit closer to seizing all of South Greece permanently. Captain Bodnelcart, if you would like to lead the charge, and I wish you the best of luck in this battle. Okay, so it's me and Captain Tabnet. I'll be controlling both armies today, just in the interests of the strategy I'm cooking up in my head. I don't want to leave this one to AI control just because of the angles we're attacking from as well, and just because both armies are bringing artillery. I don't want to wildly kill myself with artillery. So strength ratio is actually 8-5, so we do outpowering this guy a little bit, and we are definitely outnumbering him. We have close to 3,000 men in this army. Actually, we probably have more than 3,000 men. So basically, yeah, we have more than double his men. Like I said, though, this guy is bringing a relatively, probably a bit of more of a curious Julii army this time around. It is pretty unbalanced, but he is packing a lot of artillery, so we're going to definitely be spreading our formation out a little bit. He's got, you know, I mean, alright, I know one Praetorian cav is quite badly wounded, but even then, they're still a little bit of a threat, and the other unit is definitely a threat. We've got 2 units of urban cohorts to bring down, a couple of Sam Knights, 2 Praetorians, and also some War Dogs. I mean, just the reason why I'm bringing so many troops is I don't want to leave anything to chance. I want Captain Gaius more or less completely annihilated in this battle. I mean, just because of the way the Julii are acting in this particular theatre of war, I want to play for kills. I don't want to play for routes. I want to play for kills now. I want to play for cold, hard kills. And we're going to get as many as we can on this battlefield. I wish you the best of luck once more, Captain Bodnelcart. Perhaps maybe you will be the man of the hour.
We did not seek war. We are lovers of peace and prosperity. But now we are facing a battle. We will not stop until our foes lie dead on the field. We go now to our bloody business!
Right. Let's get ready to do this. Now, did you know, Barrow, when I say these speeches, I actually do that thing Donald Trump does with his hand. You know what he does? Is that thing where right hand, like, makes the OK sign, and like, sort of like, makes it go up and down a little bit. I do that. Don't mean I'm like supporting Trump or anything, just means, right, maybe I am Donald Trump, and maybe I've been duping you this entire time over these past 5 years, but then again, I don't think my language has devolved to his level just yet. It's getting there, though. Right. Elefantes. Big backline here. Oh, and guess what, elephants? Good news. There are no counter-elephant units for you to worry about today. So, elephants, you will be having your fun for definite, because no Archer Auxilia, no Light Auxilia, no Auxilia Regulari, no... There are War Dogs who may be snapping and biting at heels, but we can usually lure those away with a tasty bit of infantry. Right, but yeah, should be able to get this guy surrounded. So elephants will definitely not be, like, you know, kept way back to the rear. There is artillery though, so we definitely do want to disable that. So I did lie completely when I said there's no counter-elephant units, but we definitely do want to make sure that artillery is wounded before we bring the elephants in for the big finish. Poennies. How many of you do I have? I have 2 of you. So we have our 2 Poennies. Monitor our artillery for now, and they're just going to go here. Now, Sacred Band, we're going to spread the formation out a little bit. Now, this does mean the enemy may try to get around us, so it is going to require lots of micromanagement. But because we're on the offensive, and because we're coming from 2 angles, I'm going to predict that the enemy doesn't do this. But yeah, Sacred Band, if we can just get you all grouped up. I've just got you spread out just in the interest that there, you know, because there is the threat of heavy artillery fire. Spearmen, we're going to have 2 of you monitor one flank here. I'm going to keep you spread out again once more, just to try and minimize the amount of kills the enemy artillery is going to get. I'm going to put you guys here. You guys, yeah, I'm just going to chunk up your formation a little bit as well, actually. So we just put you down there. 1 unit of Libyans guarding the flank. Cavalry, you're just in one big formation here. Artillery, you know what you're doing. We're going to try and play the artillery game with the enemy. It actually might be worth moving my formation back a little bit, actually. Just because we've got this hill, so it might just be worth if I bring you guys back just a little bit, like here. Keep one of the Libyan spearmen guarding the artillery. Bring the ponies back. Just because we've got this big hill, it might just make it harder for enemy artillery to hit us up here. So it might just buy me a few extra time, you know, a few extra units of time just attacking the enemy. Now we've got to build another formation as soon as this battle starts. So for now, this onager will just be on the straight duty of distracting the enemy and trying to bring them down. And then once we're in the correct position, we'll bring in our reinforcements, we'll bring in our mainline troops, and we'll sweep down this valley and take them down. Right. Onagers, get to work.
But will they be enough for final victory?
I hope they are. For now, the enemy's going to get cocky and I'm going to start moving forward a little bit. It's probably because I haven't left a lot guarding my artillery. They are going to try and do what they can. Target the general's unit for now and see what you can do. Looks like the enemy artillery is not too interested in me right now, which is intriguing. Target the frontmost unit once more. They are just making a formation. Right, new formation over here, right. So what have I got? I've got some Poennies, which are the enemy is moving into attack. So, Poennies, if we can start moving in on this angle, we should be okay. Sacred Band Cavalry. I've got the War Dogs just coming right in for you. Start moving in against those War Dogs, because they just want you. They just want your legs. And the extra unit of Libyan Spearmen, who I believe is entering the battlefield, or is somewhere. No, right. These lot are just waiting to enter, right. But either way, one of you intercept those War Dogs and deal with them. Make sure it's done quickly. The other one of you, just do what you can, but either way, I just want these. I mean, yeah, they are just going right in. Right. I haven't been able to bring in my additional artillery just yet, so that kind of worked against me. But artillery, if you just keep doing what you can, if you are even firing at anything, come on. I give you fire at will permissions when you just don't even bother using them. Come on. I'm guessing these units are actually too close for me to fire at, so we may need to pull our artillery back a little bit. Right, what's going on over here? We've got War Dogs just fucking milling about all over the place. We also have a Praetorian cavalry incoming. Right. We need to move in to intercept. Get one unit to hit them now. Brought the War Dogs down instantly. Right. Pull out. Pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. We're going to move in and we're going to surround that Praetorian cavalry. So, right. You pin them down. Poennies. Move in for the kill. Right, guys. 3, 2, 1, pull out. Poennies, they are now yours to play with. So you two move in and surround. You, I want one of you now, actually. Take down that artillery while it's not looking right. And, oh dear, what's going on over here?
How can soldiers fight for such a creature?
Right, one of my Sacred Band cavalries did not hold the line once more. These are Praetorian cavalry. These guys just don't die. Right. Guys, move in, deal with that artillery. We are getting a little bit chaotic over here. Right. Libyan spears. We lost our artillery here. Right. Onagers, hold them back for now. Sacred Band, the artillery isn't really interested in us, so tighten up, begin moving forward. Poennies, do the same thing. Tighten up, start moving forward. I'm not sure if the enemy's on the run right now. They're on the run. Come on. I hype these battles up and then you don't play. Why do you do this to me, enemies? Why do you do this? Why are you such a tease? Either way, at least one objective of this battle has been done. I may have taken a bit of a hit in my Sacred Band cavalry, but that enemy Praetorian cavalry won't be won't be troubling me for a while. But yeah, the enemy is now on the full retreat, so they have effectively wasted my time today, which is very disappointing. I expect much better out of my enemies, but and at the same time, these are the Julii we're dealing with. They don't have a strategy anymore. They just sort of like just bum around and do what they want. Because, yeah, they just don't have a fucking clue anymore. And I wasn't prepared enough to take down their retreating troops. But then again, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't expect the enemy to run. I know I'm supposed to expect the unexpected. I know really the Julii running away should be an expectation. I don't know why that left my mind. I think it's because the Julii have been fighting a little more boldly lately, but even then, that's like an exception to the rule. Right. Sacred Band cavalry, we're not letting the enemy get away with this. Elephants, I want to start moving in as fast as you can as well. See if you can bring anything down with arrow fire. But we're not letting the enemy just run away. We're going to try and get as many kills as we can from whatever hasn't quite retreated yet. But yeah, those guys are going to get away. So we're going to try and bring down these two cohorts here. Don't want them getting away. I want them dead. I mean, that's a unit of Praetorians there. That's worth something to me. Even if now I kind of don't really look that well up to Praetorians anyway. I kind of look down at Praetorians now as just being a bit shit. But They're still of a respectable caliber, I guess, and some of our Sacred Band cavalry is breaking. Yeah, they don't do well in a prolonged fight, Sacred Band. They hit hard, but they can't fight for very long, which is unfortunate. Anyway, we are going to just keep trying to hit these guys. But yeah, these guys really do better as a hammer and not as a single unit, it seems. But anyway, we are definitely weakening this enemy unit, right? We just got additional units just moving in, right? Chase them down.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest.
Elephants, call it a day, don't bother. It's not worth your time anymore. The Julii are barely worth our time, but then again, I don't think this enemy general actually has anywhere to run. We have surrounded him on the campaign map, so all isn't lost just yet. We still have our opportunity to strike. So let's see what happens when we return to the campaign map. But for now, a minor victory.
Is sweet indeed, and all the sweeter for being so decisive.
We shall deal with you again, Captain. We shall deal with you again. For now, you're just a worm who runs away. Luckily, my losses actually weren't that bad today, and the enemies were somewhat substantial. Definitely taken out a big chunk of his army. He's down at least 1/3, so better than nothing, but at the same time, we should have done better. But then again, he didn't really stomach the fight very long. He just kind of went for a suicide charge and then called it a day. But Captain Bodmulcat somehow becomes man of the hour. Yeah, somehow you become man of the hour when you deal with a retreating worm, and yet when you take Larissa very, very cleverly, you don't. Either way, you have accumulated enough command stars to become a member of a family, so welcome aboard. Now, Captain Gaius has actually been very annoying and is run to Athens, where he's going to be in my way. Right. We need to chase him down. As for you, Tabnet, I want you to deal with Lucius before we do anything else, and then you may return to Larissa. But you know what? I want to deal with this guy now, because you know what? I just want him out of the way. Just try and deal with outstanding. If he runs away, though, then let him run away. No, he's going to fight. Right, good. We outnumber this guy. It's... Oh, wow, he's changed. I thought it was just all war dogs, but now it's actually an early, a Praetorian, and an Auxiliary. Piece of cake. Right, move in, kill. The more you kill, the better you've done. Either way, do it efficiently.
The lands of the dead will see many new souls before the sun sets. Just make sure that you are not one of them. Send our foes there instead. Now set your minds to the task in hand. Mark your target. Strike hard. Leave the fallen. Go forward with courage.
We got the courage. Let's do it. Right. Let's get to work. Right. Men.
Await my orders.
Pretty simple thing I'm asking of you. Maybe Tabnet, you may get to be the better captain this time around, and you maybe get to be adopted into a family. I don't know who adopted him, by the way, but whoever his new daddy is, then well done to you. Right, anyway, group up. Libyan spears, you're not really needed today. It's really just going to be getting all on our phalanx units. But onagers, we're going to provide some double trouble. I'm happy to see, by the way, that those onagers were repaired after their little disaster last time. But right, either way, we're just going to absolutely annihilate him with artillery first, then bring the Praetorians in for the... Well, not the Praetorians. We're going to kill the Praetorians, but we'll bring the Poenis in for the kill. Right, and the enemy has decided to stand on top of this hill, and there's probably a good reason why. It's probably so they can avoid being hit by artillery. But that doesn't really stop me, so I'm going to try anyway. Try and see how hard I can hit them. Sacred Band Cavalry, if you put yourself here and be prepared to start marching up, just adjust your formation so it's more sensible. And then once my artillery is in position, I will put my Poeni behind it. So Poenis, be ready to move up, please. I'm still not quite over my cold, by the way, so my apologies for the hacking and coughing and shortness of my breath. Okay. Guys, be careful where you deploy, by the way. I am not having another episode of you guys blowing up for no reason. Anyway, just get into position and open fire. Right. You shall target these. You shall target these, by the way. Right, you've all got your targets. Hit what you can. The more you hit, the better you've done. We should be able to drive the enemy into a retreat probably, at which point the Sacred Band Cavalry will move up and finish the job. By the way, hello Larissa, how are you doing today? Right. Oh, that was going to be a good hit then. Anyway, we'll just let these shots go up. I mean, yeah, you know, we are hailing some fire upon our enemies today. So let's just speed this one up while we do what we need to do. Hopefully. Whoa! Good hit there, good hit there. What was that we brought down? A couple of auxiliary, right? That's good because they counter my cavalry, so I'm happy to see them dying. Ooh, got a hit on the Praetorians as well. Hitting the Praetorians is the best case scenario. Oh, another hit on the Praetorians. We don't have our exact numbers, but yeah, basically a lot of them are going down. And well, this is actually some painful artillery fire that they are suffering today because, yeah, it is just all over the place and it's all killing. This is what I live for sometimes in Total War, just the ability to... I mean, next time I should bring 5 onagers and just basically bring down all fucking hellfire on the enemy. No, that should be something really fun to do. Stupid to do, but really bloody fun to do, really. Just bring so much artillery that you could just basically coat the map in fucking fireballs. Right, he's running. Right, cavalry, move in and finish the job. Artillery, call it a day. Yeah, we've got him on the run now. He's given up. He doesn't want to be hit anymore. How much of it did we take out? 20% with artillery. So that's, I guess that's the qualifier now for the Julii to make a runner. Lose 20% of your troops. Get the fuck out of there. Cavalry, move in and kill what you can. Either way, even if we haven't quite taken down this wandering captain just yet, we have snipped his wings a little bit, so that might keep him off my back for a little longer. Either way, guys, if we can catch him, then that is fantastic. So, yeah, at least one unit's going to get caught today. No, guys, come on. Don't let them get away now. But I think it's going to be, yeah, they're going to escape us today. Oh, dear. Oh, well. We'll do a review next time, Captain Caius. Captain Retreater, more like Captain Coward. Oh, we're actually... Oh, we're just going to catch him. Oh, come on, I've seen better than that. Anyway, we have managed to bring one unit into the fight, so... I don't know how fighting this can last for in this one. Alright. Kill as many as you can before they escape. Not too bad, lads. Not too bad at all. That's a very, very low number of escaping troops I'm seeing there.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Keeping the Julii on the run and losing only 3 troops in the process. That is what I like to see. Okay. You did a good there, Captain Tabnet. Probably not going to be man of the hour worthy. If it is, when this game is big. My God! What the hell? Seriously, he got it for doing that? Bloody hell, I can do that with my eyes closed. I don't seem to be a rich, powerful member of the Carthaginian... Well, I actually am a rich, powerful member of the Carthage. I'm the ruler of Carthage. Yeah, besides the point. Right, seriously, but whatever, right. Welcome to the family, Captain Tabnet. You are apparently really, really good, so be really, really good. Make your way back to Larissa next turn and do what needs to be done. Right, good. Well, you know, it's still a bonus. I did kind of comment that, you know, I do need a few more generals around here, and, well, ask and ye shall receive. Right. So we're pretty much done here for this turn now. Or, you know, done in that bit for this turn. We've still got other things to do. So, Gestica, what are we up with? How are we doing for growth? Still got a long way to go, but I do have troops inbound. Orders? Captain Hiram, you're bringing in more troops as well. You're bringing in more firepower. I do want to deal with Brutii army because that is just sitting on my border waiting to do something annoying. Arimnium, keep up with the recruitment of additional Poenes. Don't rebuild anything just yet, but I really do want to have a crack at Arretium, if I'm honest. Arretium is actually suffering with plague at the minute as well, so that's quite interesting. But it is risking the Senate getting involved, which is always the big risk, but we have a lot of... I would get rid of that. Bloody hell. But I think really the longer we put off Arretium, the worse things are going to get for us. If I can get rid of Arretium, put in a decent garrison, then I can put all my attention onto just wrapping up here, get rid of any outstanding Julii armies, and then we only have a Brutii and a Senate to deal with. So, Segesta, what do we have in our army so far? We have got Poenes. Actually, we've got a lot here. This is actually near enough to take on Arretium. And do it within one turn, actually. And we've got Poeni. We've got, how many Poenes do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Poenes. 3 units of long shield cavalry, 3 units of slingers, 2 Libyans, and a unit of sacred band. If I could put 2 more sacred band in this army, and then as a cake topper, an extra unit of Poenes, that is enough troops for us to go. So you position yourself outside Segesta. You're going to be the interim garrison. Batavium, you know what you're up to. Mediolanum, you know what you're up to. Segesta, you can continue with additional recruitment as well. Get us some extra cavalry, please. We're going to march on Arimnium next turn. And we're going to siege it in one go. Because I want it. I mean, this is our opportunity. If we can take it in one turn, and we do risk once more intervention from the Senate. But we won't have them intervening on the field. They'll just attempt to siege us, at which point we can either sally forth or call for reinforcements, which gives me more control over how the battle's fought, and basically means we're fighting on my terms rather than the terms of the enemy, even though, you know, in a way it is on their terms because they're picking the venue, but I'm picking the setting, the context, and who gets to make the first move. Right, Admiral Car, you want to go somewhere like Corralis and get yourself rebuilt, so get yourself retrained. You've also got reinforcements coming in from Sakabal, except he won't play nice with other people, so Sakabal, find yourself a new dock to park in. Daniel, you may also go somewhere and get yourself rebuilt and await further orders. Do I have any other navies in the area? Got a big old pirate one on its way over to say hello, because that's what pirates always do. Any movement from the Egyptians, by the way? I know there's a whole heck of a bunch of them on the way. We are currently in the process. Did we retrain in Leptis Magna? Near enough. We'll be ready to go next turn, so right. We'll get retrained and then we're going to move out next turn. Actually, we could just move this army out, yeah, because I was saying I was going to do that, wasn't I? Right, yeah. Amilcus, hop on board with these dudes. And I want you to take these troops down, and I want you to go and intercept the nearest Egyptian army. So most likely it's going to be Captain Footmost today. Either way, just get yourself down there, do what needs to be done. Jubal, you're continuing to watch. Milka and Maldera, you also continue to watch. We're going to erect our own watchtowers along the road as well now. So if you could stick a watchtower here. Thank you. We'll put checkpoints along the road so we can monitor incoming Egyptians, because they do stick to the roads at least, so they're not really trying anything shady against us. No more retraining needs to be done here. We're getting close to actually having this army full up actually as well, so that's really cool. Those heavy onagers will need to be sent to Thapsus for retraining, by the way, because we don't have a proper siege engineer. So send those for retraining, and we'll also recruit. Can't go wrong with more Poenes. Always gotta get more Poenes in my armies, right? Excellent. So, I don't think there's any other battles to fight this turn. Oh, Jubilee area. You're gonna. I was gonna put you on a boat, but now you're not gonna be on a boat. You can wait for another boat. Charmendius. Need to get you somewhere safe. Go to Sparta and get retrained. Because they will very happily do it for me. So there we go. Admiral, what have we got here? Admiral Hannibal. Got some Egyptians hanging around, but I want to focus on wiping out whatever's left of the Julii Navy at this point. So that'll be our task for right now. So go out there, keep them policed. Theododecles, you're 2 turns away from arriving at where you need to be. You lot are just having happy days, sieging whatever belongs to the enemy. Patavium, Arimnia, Mediolanum, Segesta, you're all doing useful stuff now. We're done here for now. We're going to be training by Lazara, I'm going to move on Thessalonica, and then move on this captain. We'll finish off Captain Gaius next turn. Apollonia just remains really the final boss of this area, but you know what, if I just bring like 50 fucking onagers, I'll probably win there. You haven't actually had a move today. I know there's a Julii assassin lurking somewhere, but right now we've actually lost track of where he is. Placus Dio doesn't seem to be your kind of kill. Have a go at Spurious, sir. You got a 52% chance of doing it, so try and do it properly. You missed. Well done, idiot. It's always when it's a majority chance it doesn't go right for me, right? That's disappointing, but we'll have to just recover from that blow. Right, Batavium. I was going to send troops to Salona, but for now, I want to be ready to deal with the Brutii, so we'll keep recruiting here, but I'm going to prepare to send some troops out to deal with Servius Malleus. I need a spy to watch him, really. I know I have a spy somewhere around here. You in Croton at the minute, dude? No, you're not. Right, I don't have a spy in the area, then. I need a new spy watching the Brutii, so Arim... Who's going to procure me a new spy, right? Batavium, I know you're busy, but can you procure me a new spy just for this turn, please? Or even better yet, actually, you know what, because Segesta can do it, because Segesta isn't really too hot on recruitment right now. So Segesta, you get me a new spy, please, and then we're going to send him south to monitor Brutii. We'll get a readout on his army, and then we'll decide how we're going to deal with him. I mean, obviously we're going to send something to deal with him. It's just making sure we're setting the right build-up of an army to attack him with. That's the advantage of espionage. You know your enemy, right? I want Long Shield Cavalry being recruited here. I want... You're actually doing good here. Alicia, you want to be making me some... additional Libyan spearmen, please. Naba Martius, I'm going to not bother recruiting from you just yet. Lamona, because you're moaning again, get some more peasants. God, why are we always going in these vicious cycles with these cities? Once we got that crop rotation done, can we start working on an execution square, please? But you know what, I'll deal with that later because I want to save that money. Alicia, you're doing fine. Condet Redurnum, you're doing fine. Tara, how are we doing for growth in Tara now? Like, public order is actually getting quite high, so I'm probably going to try and disband a couple of troops actually, just to bring costs down and population up. So we'll see how much we can get away with. So far, it's working quite well. Alright, maybe we can get a few more disbanded. Oh. I feel like this is going to bite me really hard in the ass next turn, but you know what? We are getting quite close to growing the settlement, so disband the slingers. We might be able to do it. Right, disband the cavalry. Disband more cavalry. Ooh, right. Bring down these Libyans. Ah, fuck's sake. Right, we met our limit there, but either way, we have substantially increased the population of Tara there, so that's nice for me because then we're going to get closer to making sure I can get Tara grown and we can start increasing the amount of money we're making off that settlement. It also just brought down our upkeep costs a little bit nicely as well, so that's always brilliant. Right, Theopropides, you want to merge in, and we're getting even close to having our armies ready. We are sending the last of our troops in the form of not Captain Maharbal, of course. It's Captain Atzva who's bringing in his lovely Sacred Band Cavalry, and Captain Chaisius who's bringing in his skirmishers. My Tonys, you're heading somewhere else. You are doing good. Scalabsinus Turica, guess I'll have to deal with you. Time to do some shedding of the population, so just get shedding. Always a pain in my bum because it's always costing me loads of money, but really a lot I can do about it. Corduba, you're doing fine for this second. Carthago Nova, you can also continue recruiting a few additional Poeni for me. That just leads us on to Africa. Sirte, you're fine. Carthage, you're fine. Frapsus, you're fine. Lepsis Magna, you're fine. You two, by the way, up to see if I want you back in there. Get those elephants retrained. We'll send them back up to the front line because they'll be heading up to Italy. Demidi, you need to do some more recruitment for me. Keep those Libyan spears coming. Nepta, you're fine. Tingy, you're fine. Yeah, everyone's fine now at this point, so we can move on to the next turn. See what's going to go on. Mainly, we are going to be dealing probably with some nastiness in Greece, because I think Captain Gaius is going to get in our way and then claim he's a big bloody victor, but I'm going to give him a big bloody nose very soon because, well, he bloody deserves it. And we'll see how our new family members get along with their new duties. But either way, next turn, the plan is Thessalonica. That's our next capture. and also finishing off what's going on in south of Greece. Either way, we're getting closer and closer to achieving our goals and the conquest of Julii. I honestly thought for a minute we were going to have a big sloggy campaign here, but you know what? I think we've nicely exploited the enemy's scatterings, especially with this little stroke here. And we are getting closer than ever now to resolving this conflict and finishing off the Julii once and for all. It's getting close for them now. But then again, I said that about the Brutii, and they're still kicking around. Still. Sometimes it's nice just to go for a big old 1, 2, 3. That might be how we finish it off at the end. Either way, let us proceed to the next turn and observe our enemies. Oh, Admiral Valerius, you just love being in my way, don't you? Right. Go away.
Roll for your life!
Go away. Oh, actually, he did go away.
Victory!
Still, the Julii are being a bit quiet, aren't they? Oh, and then Amilcus Volub has cloned himself, so he can just basically adopt himself again. So, like I said, now he's changed his name to Zamolxis Hadrometum. Nice name. Join up, come on. Where are you based? You are with Abscantius, that's all the way in fucking Parma. Oh, great. Why did you have to adopt yourself into Parma, you loser? Is he gonna well, no, Abscantius is still quite young, so... Yeah, you're not hanging around there. Get retrained. I'm sending a ship up to your location to deal with you. Right. Editor report. Big losses. Right, we've got to stem that, and we've got to find a way of stemming it fast. Death stalks the land. Still quarantined at Arimnium. That does not do our money much good. Right, most advanced faction, by the way, is the Julii. I don't know how. I think they're lying. Also got the Julii on their way up to say hello. That's fine by me, because I will also go and say hello to them. Faction announcements. Akbar Lol died. And everyone did not fucking laugh. Because I ain't laughing, because that means it's going to get worse here, right? Switch up to a growth build policy and see if we can try and keep the peeps happy that way. But for now, I think we're going to need to send for an extra governor. Tydides Gisco. Will Conduct Redonum get really shitty if you leave?
Forward!
It'll live for now, right? Get yourself to Lamonum and take over governorship. Conduct Redonum, we'll put you on a growth build policy and actually keeps the city in line for now, so that is fine by me. Right, oh fuck, I didn't read the rest of the faction. Well, other stuff happened, right. Construction report. Lamonum has crop rotation set up now, so we're going to start working on an execution square. But also, yeah, I'm fucking up my money again, aren't I? We are projected a decent profit, actually, if I was to not spend money. So maybe it is because I'm spending a lot on construction and recruitment. That might be why. Basilla has its secret police network set up now, so we pretty much hit the top level of that. We could start working on an emergence quarter, but as you can see, that is going to really drain our finances. But at the same time, it's going to bring us in a lot of money. And we do need the money. So for now, I'll allow it, but it may change. Thapsus has established great estates, so that's fantastic. That's mean we actually now got population growth issues sorted there. Lugdunum, a secret police HQ, that's doing good for the governance and the things. Sparta, finish off your Temple of Baal, start getting our Sacred Band cranking out. Arimnium, also, you need to do the same. There we go, right. So yeah, judging by my money, I am going to be revoking that merchant's quarter for now. I do apologise, but it'll come another day. Right, cool, right. Recruitment report by where stands at. Carthago Nova has Poenis, Lamonum a Quincarine, Corduba some Sacred Band, Carthage some Sacred Band Cavalry, Asturica some Peasants, Tingi some Sacred Band, Cirta some Sacred Band Cavalry, Mastilla some Long Shield Cavalry, Demidi some Libyan Spearmen, Fapsa some Sacred Band, Peasants, Poenis from Lepsis Magna, Medioledium some Sacred Band, Alicia some Libyans, Batavium some Sacred Band Cavalry, Tara some Town Militia, Sparta some Sacred Band Cavalry, Arunium some Poeni Infantry. This is where all my money's fucking going. Segesta a spy, right? First is first, new Segesta spy, Abdushun Lambesis, or Lambasis. I want you to go and observe the Brutii. They're up to something, and I want to know what they're up to. Also, yeah, the Senate is being all big and tough over there, but we will deal with them in due time. You, Bodashum, the guy who isn't very good at killing. I don't like that big army moving towards me, so you could try and kill him, but what's worth pointing at? Sabotage something in this city, mainly the barracks. Hopefully you did a good job. Yes, you did. Right. Yeah, that is a concern, by the way, that the enemy is moving in on Firmon, but like I said, Firmon is not a town I intended to hold. So they can take Firmon for now, and we'll be dealing with it in due course, mainly because reinforcements are on the way, so we should actually be able to deal with Firmon relatively okay. I mean, the army we're sending doesn't look too tough, and I am sending a nice army over, so I should be able to bring him down. Right. Captain Gaius, you need to die. We're bringing troops in. Stay in his zone of control. We'll attack him next turn, because he may try and strike out at Athens, so we're going to be ready to deal with him. Tabit, Hadus, you want you back in Larissa. I want you to retrain your troops. And I want you to... Well, we can't recruit anything because we're full up, right? Await further orders. Mainly, I might send you to deal with Placastia. You may be able to deal with him because his army isn't too tough. Looks like Captain Cornelius has arrived, by the way. Buy Zalora, empty garrison, and attack him. Because he's just going to run off. I know he's just going to shit himself and run away. So, we'll make that, sir.
Engage the enemy! Glorious victory!
Right, he's retreated a little bit, so that's enough for now. I am tempted to chase him down, but at the same time, taking Thessalonica now takes primacy, especially now that the enemy is trying to put additional troops into Thessalonica. So, what's non-essential, or at least what's enough to deal with whatever this guy's sending up? 2 legionaries and a legionary carry, right? So we need leave a mercenary hoplites and you guys can merge up actually. Recruit some additional Poenis here as well. Yeah. Leave a mercenary, a Poeni, and a slinger, and we should be done. So, you and you will stay. Everyone else, because yeah, I don't really. Yeah, all right. I can get away with leaving a slinger. You lot, I want you to march up on Thessalonica. We won't be able to take it this turn, but we can start. We can initiate our procedure for sieging the town. So. Get up there, you never know, we might lure Placastillo over, and then we can take him down. Oh, by the way, more famous battles are popping up all over the place. Sadly, they're not mine, but oh well. Apparently, the Julii like to write themselves big famous battles, but I bet they're really petty victories, right? 3 siege towers. We will have Thessalonica within the next turn. Excellent, right. Athens, we're just going to continue holding down to ransom. You know what you're up to. Good. Admiral Hannibal is just over here, just trying to snipe out anything that's going to get in my way, potentially, really. So let's just keep up with the sniping. Just keep it up. Excellent. Oh, sunk one as well. I like that, right. Start moving up over there to deal with more enemies. You... Amilcus, keep moving up. You'll be dealing with Captain Footmost next turn. He's your next target. Jubal, I want you to move a little bit because maybe we can stimulate the Egyptians to move a little bit if you're not in the way all the time. Milcharam, you stay here for this exact second in time. You are getting old, but once we have our watchtowers fully set up, then we are going to be mainly letting you back into Siwa so you can continue watching the Egyptians from there. Right, Sparta, we need to be doing some recruitment, by the way. We need to work on more Poeni. Same goes for Corinth, really. Larissa, you're fine. Firmon, you can start recruiting. Whatever you're going to recruit is barely going to be worth it, but I don't know, get units, skirmishes or whatever. Basically, you're just going to have to hold tight until reinforcements arrive, which are inbound to your position. By Lazara, you've also got that spy. I should have used that spy. I want you to infiltrate Apollonia, please, because I don't have anyone in Apollonia, so go and infiltrate that town. Got another Julii family member running around. Titius Propertius. Oh yeah, he's still kicking around, isn't he? Shame you didn't. Shame he was your mover. I should have killed him. Right. Got this guy to do as well. Right, so Gestica, you just need to hold out for a little longer. Where are your reinforcements at? Captain Bodestadt, he is getting closer. He will be with you in this many turns because he's going to be silly, right? Batavium. I'm going to deal with Captain Aulus. What do we have so far? We've got a lot of Libyans, quite a few Poenes. We've got artillery, Sacred cavalry. I had to say one more Poene and we can deal with him. So yeah, one more Poene and we can deal with him. So get your extra Poene, then we're moving in on to deal with him. Arimnium, what are we up to here? We are going to recruit some additional Sacred Band cavalry because we need some more heavy cavalry supporting our armies. Segesta, you're good to go actually. So even if we're not going to achieve victory over here, we are going to try to achieve victory over here, even though it is a big risk. I am tempted actually to fight this one on the field. Because if I do it as a siege, I just feel like, I mean, not to sound like unconfident, but I don't know. I'm predicting if I have a siege, I won't be able to intercept this army in time to stop them from getting in the city. So, I attack Captain Lucius on the field, break him, break the garrison who will no doubt come running. I should be able to then sweep in on the next turn and, well, pick off what's left. That's going to be our plan. So, Captain, whatever your face is, move in to attack Captain Lucius, please. Attack! And hopefully we can draw the garrison out and we'll fight them on the field. Out of that, we'll just take down the garrison. Then, oh wait, no, we're going to draw them both out. Good. Good. So the strength pressure is 5 to 7, so the enemy is going to have a slight advantage over us, which is a bit concerning, but we are outnumbered, so that may be the reason. However, Captain Lucius' army is a little worn down. I mean, we do have some barbarian mercs to worry about. Legionary Regulari, 2 urbans, a unit of earlies, legionary cohort, and a bit of artillery. And a very depleted unit of Praetorian cavalry, but apart from that, we should be able to bring him down. I do have quite a bit of artillery of my own, so we should be able to try and bring him down that way. As for the reinforcements led by Captain Decimus, we actually don't get a readout on him today, but I do know he does have some tough infantry among his things. But if he does have any nasty surprises, unfortunately, I'm not going to be any of the wiser right now. Still, I am happy to proceed with this attack, because I'm thinking it may benefit us more in the long run, because Medial Aim doesn't really have any quality troops to send, but if we do this and do this right, run, retrain, run back in, we should be able to take this city relatively quickly. It's just sort of like a prolonged, extended siege, but not quite a siege in a way. Anyway, find this on the battle map and see what results you can bring me.
This is a day of battle. We will stand together. We will not fear defeat. We will look forward to victory. Now, watch for the enemy. Watch for tricks. Watch for their cunning. And send them to their ancestors.
Okay, that is if Romans have ancestors, but then again their ancestors have all been killed by me, so, you know. Either way, we know what we're doing. I think we do. Right, so first things first, artillery, you are the front line today, so, you know, line yourselves up and be ready. I'm going to put you out a little bit wide as well, because I said so. I'm going to spread you out a little bit as well. So, artillery, usual procedure, fire shots only, fire at will, bring down what you can. Now, the enemy does have artillery of their own, so I am going to keep my deployment a little further back. So, all Poeti, we are going to once more be a bit chunky with our deployment, but we are just going to just be a little bit restrained in our deployment. So we're going to just be a little further back, because we can play the artillery game, but I'd rather have the enemy artillery just try and see if we can knock out my artillery, which, oh no, that is quite bad. But at the same time, I can lose artillery without losing the battle in a way. I can rely on the people power of my troops to finish this off. So, spears, you're on the flanks. I'll put 2 on one flank, 1 on the other flank, so I know I do have that weak flank, but then the weak flank will be backed up with some cavalry. But then again, we have quite an uneven number of cavalry, but yeah. So our 3 units of long shield cavalry here, all just ganged up, ready to go. And then Sacred Band, you are making up the second line of my attack, so you are going to be here. Mainly, you're going to move in and hit anything that's a bit of a heavier hitter. And Slingers, you know what you guys are doing. You guys are born to be, well, not to be annoying, but you guys just know what you're doing all the time, really. You don't get to come by with Libyan Spearmen. You go back on your flank and do what you were supposed to do. But right, you 3. You just keep yourselves deployed here, and then, well, you know, there we go. Keep yourselves deployed here. May move you forward to try and tempt the enemy with some tasty kills and see what we can do with that. Onagers, you just be slightly in front, and then yeah, we should be good to go, really. Right, so let's do what we can. See if we can bring down this enemy down in strength, and then if all goes well, we can do a follow-up attack on Erimnium itself. Either way, let's begin this battle and see what happens.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Right, enemies deployed
Send
quite
them to
close to me, so right.
afterlife.
Slingers, I want you to get up right ahead now. No skirmishing, but you need to be ready to deal with the enemy, right? Onagers are just basically firing at will at this point. I'm going to let them have their first few shots, but I want you targeting him, and I want you targeting him. We're already getting our first few shots out. We did manage to get a hit first time around, so we're already moving in the right direction. Now, if the enemy does start moving forward, I will bring my Poenis forward, but for now, I am happy where I am. It just depends how cocky the enemy gets. But for now, we are giving quite a punching with the artillery, but yeah. Poenis, I want you to move forward a little bit, please. Looks like the enemy is going to try and come inbound. They are going to try and hit us as hard as they can. So, Slingers, just fight the good fight for now. Get a few shots out against these urban cohorts. That was quite a barrage, but you didn't quite pull it off. Anyway, if you can just tank for, like, you know, just a tiny little bit, just enough time for my Poenis just to move in. Libyan Spears, start moving in up on the flanks as well. Other Libyan Spears also move upon the flanks. I may have deployed a little bit too far away here, which is just what's giving me a minor disadvantage. But either way, Slingers, keep up the good fight. I'm going to pull some of you back. You guys, I want you to basically stay there and try and tank. Onagers, pull yourselves back a little bit, because you are not out of this game just yet. You're going to be needed, so I'm going to just bring you back a little bit. Cavalry, could we intercept those Praetorians, please? Sacred Band, start moving forward. Right. I don't like that, by the way. I don't like it when enemies are sneaking around our flanks. Put a stop to that now. Right, one of you target those Praetorians. Right. You two, you can't stay in that fight for long, because I know what you like. Get out of there quickly. You turn, face, attack. Right. Got our Poenis now doing what they can do. We are pushing the enemy back a little bit. Onager crews are on the run or are a little bit damaged. So, right. Onager crew, well, don't hit those urban cores, but for now, get there, see what you can hit. You lot, don't know what those guys are up to, but I'm seeing too many Romans getting around our flank, and that's not good enough. You guys, I want you to go for a run. Keep the enemy away for a while. Right, how are we going over here? You two, right, we brought down these guys. You, turn face, do a little bit of hitting. Cavalry, get around the flank, get ready to hit. Cavalry, we need to do some hammer and anvil. You lot, move in, engage. You lot, move in, help out of the engaging. Try and keep yourselves separated a little bit, just because, you know, the enemy artillery does keep trying to hit us. Artillery of our own is doing everything it can. Start targeting the enemy reinforcements now. See what you can do against them. Right, cavalry, come on. We're being a little bit inactive here. We need you to be more proactive because it's costing us men here, and I can't really tolerate that now. I don't like having men dying on the field because the cavalry hasn't woken up yet. Just keep moving in, keep routing them, and get them all on the run. Then we can move in for the big finish, big sweep, the big kill. Okay, Sacred Band, I want you to start moving in now, shore up our flanks, and get ready for the next phase of this battle. Long Shield Cavalry, you have near enough done enough. You haven't done enough just yet. Just keep hitting that Legionary cohort, see if you can bring them down. Keep crunching down on this Legionary cohort, push it into a rout. Right, you turn face, you don't need to worry about them anymore. You, see what you can do. You two. Got a lot of enemies still coming in. It's alright though, it's alright, we can do this one. I'm gambling here, but it's going to be the best payoff ever if this goes right. Slingers, right, you, turn, face, you've got incoming, get rid of them. I don't like Poeni Cavalry, no one likes Poeni Cavalry, but if you could, oh, I saw quite a few of them go down there, right. You lot, keep them tied up. See what you can do to distract them. Artillery, hit anything that's running away, right. My general is routing, unfortunately, and he's died.
By the gods, your foolish general has got himself killed! How will your soldiers greet this news?
I don't know. This is becoming quite a pitched battle at this point, but even if I go down sinking, I'm still glad I took this gamble. Keeps these Julii on their toes, and it's also managed to kill quite a few of their ilk off. Right. Libyan Spears, move in and try and see what kills you can get. We are losing control of this battlefield, unfortunately. It is looking like it is going to be a defeat at this rate. We are doing what we can to keep bristling the enemy away. Sacred Band, hold your formation. Do not break formation. Guys, turn, face, get ready. Right. I think we're going to lose these guys. Yeah, these Sacred Band are routing, right. I think my gamble hasn't paid off, but at the same time, I just didn't want to do this one as a siege. I mean, look, if we lost on the field, we were gonna lose in the siege. We've given it a go. It didn't quite work this time. But we'll try and get ourselves back to safety. Deal with them again. Either way. Didn't want the Julii to get too complacent right now. I guess if we give them one little victory, they'll think that they're not worth it. At least they're getting friendly fire by their own artillery, by the way, but yeah. This has been a defeat this time around, unfortunately. Not brilliant, but okay. Next time we'll come back stronger. Maybe taking on both these armies at once didn't work. I mean, you know, we dispatched one army. That's good. The other army gave us a bit too much trouble, so you know, we needed to pull that captain away. But at the same time, I don't think he was going to move away on his own accord for a very long time, and I want Arimnium, but maybe I've just been a bit impatient. Either way, we'll be back, and we'll grab it. We'll find a way of luring the good captain away. Now, Sacred Band, hold out for as long as you can. Unfortunately, it is the end for you. That Praetorian cavalry is going to come in and hit you really hard, but unfortunately, it isn't our day. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Defeat has come. An unwelcome guest indeed.
A very unwelcome guest, but then again, Arretium has proven to be a hard shell to break. Either way, I still walk away with 1,000 kills, so it wasn't the end of the world, but we definitely have lost a very, very big number of men. And no one gained any experience, which is a bit of a shame, really. Yeah, we leave considerably weakened, so not good, not good.
Splitting the troops. Retreat!
But at the same time, the enemy has outpaced us. Right. Either way, we will prepare for a follow-up attack. So all units, get retrained, group up these guys, and then you guys can get sent up to Mediolanium. We will return.
My liege.
And we will have another go at it. Oh, you know what, better yet. No, I don't want to disband them, but yeah. We will be back and we will have another go at it. We will get these guys there. I think next time I'm going to bring more Sacred Band, but start also adding in a few more Poeni. I mean, actually our artillery didn't take too much of a hit, really. I think really it was just our infantry that didn't quite get it. I think we weren't flexible enough. I think maybe my formation wasn't wide enough. Maybe we should have used more So yeah, I'm just gonna put in what we really were lacking there. Medial enemy, we work on some Sacred Band cavalry, then work on some Sacred Band, and then work on Poeni until you stop sulking, please. There we go. Right, fantastic. Right, we are out of money now, so we are pretty much at the point where we are gonna have to call it a turn, but we are also gonna call it an episode as well. So, what did we accomplish? Well, our accomplishments really are questionable today. Well, we did chase off Captain Gaius. He ended up just running further into my territory, which is a nuisance. But then again, he was just a nuisance on the battlefield. We are going to work to bring down Captain Queso before he attacks Firmon. And yes, we did lose at Arretium once more, but we will learn from our defeats and we will do what we can. So next time, we're going to rebuild our forces for a new strike on Arretium. We're going to deal with Captain Gaius and make our move on Thessalonica. And, hey, if we have time, we'll fight an Egyptian. Either way, that's what we're going to call it an episode. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next time. Have a fantastic evening, my friends.